Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back. Today we don't have a guest. Unfortunately, I tried to um get some guests every week, but this week we didn't have any. But next week hopefully we'll have another guest for Theme Park Wizard TV. Those having guests like my friend Jalen and or Chris and George, aka Orange Grove 55 and Disney Family Man, in my opinion, are vastly more interesting than just me sitting here talking. So I'm trying to get some more guests for next week and every week, especially until there's some more theme park news popping up. And today, I'm not just gonna sit here empty-handed. I'm going to decided I'm gonna share my theme park story. I was gonna do it in a video, but I'm like, why not just do it in a live stream? Because otherwise, we'll have nothing else to talk about. But before we get to that, there is some theme park news that is happening. Six Flags has filed plans that were approved on March 3rd, and I'll have a video. I'll link it up top here. That just came out last night at 10 p.m. Kind of rushed the video. My Zoom was not working correctly, so the video I really wanted to be up at like 9 something, but was delayed for an hour because of technical difficulties. But it got it up a little late in my opinion, which uh, I definitely want to try to re-promote that today because I feel like not a lot of people are able to see it at 10 p.m. or 1 a.m. Eastern time. So Six Flags has filed plans for an RMC Raptor coaster, um, in the same spot, the Tidal Wave Green Lantern spot, where all those markers and soil testing was happening just a couple of months ago. Um, Again, that was the spot moving for a Mac Power Splash, potentially a Mac or Mock. Is it Mac or Mock? I don't know. I've heard people say Mac and I've heard people say Mock. Um, Something tells me it's Mock because it's a German company and they have kind of that deeper tone. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you can somehow do a pronunciation for me. Is it Mock or Mac? Um, but Power Splash, a looping Power Splash, was rumored to come over to that area. But also, some people, very minority people, were saying RMC Raptor. And so it was kind of left up to debate. It looks like the RMC Raptors won. Yeah, it looks like not just a small one, but a decent sized one. Probably almost looks like potentially a Jersey Devil clone or something on that size of a Jersey Devil. Makes sense because Six Flags Magic Mountain is the largest park in the chain and the most heavily attended. So you want to have something with high capacity. There's one little drop in the ointment or yeah, little caveat here. Wow, God, I cannot pronounce words today. And that is obviously we're in a pandemic, and obviously some theme park chains like Six Flags may not fare as well as Disney and Universal's in the pandemic financially, especially if they cannot reopen in mid-May, uh, which um, is looking less and less likely, at least for Magic Mountain, due to whatever the things Governor Newsom has been saying. Um, I still think, and it's only April 15th, I still think LA County did have a spike yesterday, a little bit of 600 cases, but it dropped back down to 400. In just a couple days, we're at 239 new cases. So yeah, I feel like day by day, if we continue to keep dropping like that, I still feel like by mid-May is a good time to do like a phased reopening of things. Because again, that's still a month away. That's what 4 weeks away exactly from this date, 4 or 5 weeks away. Because it is April 15th. So, you know, I mean, just think they said what California, uh, LA will be like New York City with the deaths and the cases. And they said that when we already had strict social distancing and that never happened, and about 2 days later they reversed their course and said, "Oh, well, look, due to strict social distancing, we're not like that." Even though they made that prediction when we already had social distancing. So I don't know. They no one really knows is what basically I guess I'm trying to say here. I'm hoping we can kind of do a phased reopening of things May 15th or end of May. But no one really knows. But if Six Flags can't open by May, then their financial hardships will continue. Even if it's just even Magic Mountain, if it's not just Magic Mountain, but if it's like some parts, like something like maybe like Six Flags New Jersey or sorry, Great America, or maybe the one in Chicago. If they can open even around the world, Six Flags Mexico. I don't know if Six Flags Mexico's closed. But let's say it is, and let's say they can open that. And they need like some revenue coming in. So as long as they can open some of their parks, even if it's not in this country, that will help the financial situation. Um, but because they're already in financial situation, dire financial situation before this with uh, their parks in China, they're getting sued, and a whole bunch of mess over there in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. All those planned parks over there, Six Flags planned parks that had to pull out due to some issues. But hopefully, everything they can get the financials and they're able to, at least build this RMC Raptor. I feel like even though because I did also a video on how this Safari Sidewinder, I think it's called, at Six Flags Great America, or is it Great America? Six Flags something. Safari, no, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom here in California up north. They're supposed to get a spinning Wild Mouse coaster, which is the generic carnival-like coaster, but it's themed to safaris because it's an animal park. That has been delayed or entirely canceled because it's not on the website and it's not on the new for 2020, which leads me to think again it's either delayed or canceled entirely. So I feel like canceled entirely, but if Six Flags may have done some of their 2021 products. I feel like though they won't do that for Six Flags again, Magic Mountain, simply because it is again the largest park, at least most heavily attended park, and is the largest park in terms of number of coasters, 19 of them, and it's Six Flags Magic Mountain's 50th anniversary next year. So I feel like they will. If they have to cut other projects, if they have to cut projects, I feel like they'll do it from other smaller Six Flags parks, um, to be able to fund Magic Mountain because they don't want to lose the most heavily attended park, about 3 million people per year. They don't want to lose majority of that, and a lot of those people are membership holders and pass holders as well. So again, they don't want to be able to lose that um, good revenue and attendance. Especially Los Angeles is a huge market. Southern California in general has like over 20 million people that has access to it. LA County in general, where Six Flags Magic Mountain is located, has 10 million people, and Santa Clarita has over a few hundred thousand people, for sure. And Santa Clarita um, is the well, Valencia, but Valencia is a subset of Santa district or neighborhood in Santa Clarita, which is has again several hundred thousand people. So Six Flags is smart. I for sure feel like even if other projects have to be cut, Magic Mountain will get their RMC Raptor. Now, plans were approved, by the way, so LA County has nothing to do with that. The plans were approved on March 3rd. And again, you can see in that video that I linked right above. But I'm going to leave a poll actually here. Do you guys would want RMC Raptor or a Mach Power Splash? And I'll actually put the same poll in my Six Flags video as well. But yeah, so that's basically the only theme park news for today. I guess Disney also furloughed 42,000 of their Walt Disney World workers, another 30,000 here at the Disneyland Resort, as they came to agreements with unions, and they'll get healthcare benefits, and they'll be in the people in the Aspire program will continue to be in the Aspire program, and obviously Bob Iger's taking. He's not Bob Chapek is still CEO, but Bob Iger is taking over the CEO duties as um, Bob Chapek doesn't seem to know what he's doing or doesn't want to know. I don't know. He's obviously not doing a good job because Bob Iger is back for the time being. But yes. And before I get to my theme park stories, we hit up on the 10-minute mark. I just want to say thank you to anyone who works in the front lines, whether you're a grocery store. I have a few friends. 'Cause I used to work. My first job was at Albertsons in the city, and I made friends basically with everyone at the entire store, and most of these people are still there today. So thank you to all of them at the Albertsons and Calabasas who you continuing to put on masks and work at least 30, 40 hours a week, being exposed to hundreds of people buying their essential items. So thank you, grocery store workers. Thank you, transit riders. If you work for the MTA or Metro on any of the nation's mass transit systems, bus driver, that poor bus driver in New York, was New York or New Orleans? Um, but the passenger coughed on him, rudely coughed on him without covering his mouth, and that same bus driver got the coronavirus and died, unfortunately. So please cover your mouth. Respect the people. Um, wear a mask. Uh, respect people that are risking their lives basically to help you out. Go from place to place. Buy your groceries. If you have to sneeze or cough, just cover your mouth. You don't want to get them or anyone else in the line or on the bus with you sick. And of course, thank you very much to the healthcare professionals. I have a friend whose her son is a nurse at Los Robles Hospital here in Thousand Oaks, and he took it upon himself to actually stay in a hotel for a couple of weeks just because he didn't want to get his family infected. So I mean, just things like that. Very caring. Thank you to all the healthcare professionals, people helping people in the ICU, and thank you also to you guys, anyone of you guys who are donating blood. Uh, Recovered COVID-19 patients are donating blood to help current patients in the ICU. And thank you to everyone in general for staying at home and obeying your stay-at-home orders and helping us get through this virus. It is a beautiful day here in Southern California. So definitely take some walks in your neighborhood. But thank you for staying home and not going to parks, not disobeying. And thank you for watching the channel. And if you're subscribed, thank you for subscribing. And if you have not subscribed, definitely consider it because I try to have daily content for you guys, especially as we get through this pandemic. Now, with all that said and done, about 12 minutes in, and I'm going to tell you my theme park story. So this is how I got into theme parks, and then basically how the channel started. But I'm gonna go way back. Um, I was about 2, 3 years old, and my father and my mom took me to Disneyland. I was born in 1996, so this is about 1998. So I don't remember much, but I do remember Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain. Maybe this is why it became my favorite ride, one of my favorite rides at the park, because I remember I would well, I went with my grandfather when I was like 5 and later on 5 to 8 years old. My grandfather, my grandpa took me. I love to I always want to watch Thunder Mountain. Always, always, always. I remember I would be like scared of it, but I always want to watch it. And I don't know, it's my favorite ride. And I remember, and that's could be because my back when I was 2 or 3, my father took me and he literally dragged me on Thunder Mountain. Dragged me. And I hated it. I was like, oh my gosh, why you dragging me on this ride? Why this is terrible. He dragged me. And I think at the end I was crying. But it obviously that memory obviously stuck with me because every time I went to the park, I always wanted to just watch Thunder Mountain. Still scared of it, but watch it. Watch Thunder Mountain. And over the years, I was like, wow, let's get on this thing again. And then it was really fun, and it was turning out to be really one of my favorite rides there. Still is today. I absolutely love Thunder Mountain. So I guess I have my father to thank for that. Um, and then just Disneyland in general. My father and my mom took me to Disneyland when I was very young. My grandpa would always take me. My cousin, who I'm very close with, who's younger than me, she would always love to go to Disneyland. Her and her family, they'd stay in the hotel, so we'd all go together. And they go like every year, and it'd be like a yearly tradition for us. So super fun. And I really loved it. That's when I really started to love theme parks. Then I took a break. I became like 10 or something, then we stopped going to Disneyland. Then it was a very long break, all the way up until 2016 when my friends wanted to go. And I'm like, okay. And because I had a job, I was working, so I was saving up some money. And said, all right, so I bought a ticket. It was such a great time. Like, wow, 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 wow. Well, actually, no, like my best friend, who's this guy, and I was like, wow, this is so much fun. It was like rekindling, like so nostalgic, going through all going through my just remind me of the times when I was younger. So then I started going all the time. Then I eventually bought a pass, and I bought a pass in 2016, my first annual pass, when I experienced the Tower of Terror. It was my first time going to the California Adventure revamp. I've been to the old California Adventure, like some summer camps and stuff, but at this point in 2016, it was the first time I went since, the DCA 2.0. And it was actually my first time being on the Tower of Terror. My friend, his name's Carlos, he loved the ride, and I've never been. I was like, "Oh, wow, drop down, that's kinda high," you know? I was like, "Uh-oh." But then but he made me get a fast pass for it, so I was like, "Let's get a fast pass for it." As soon as we got on the Tower of Terror, wow, I came off thinking so many things. 1, it's my favorite ride in the resort. 2, I'm buying a Disneyland annual pass. That was the ride. After the first ride on the Tower of Terror was the ride that was the reason basically I got an annual pass because we went back next week to ride it again, after I kept begging him to go with me. We rode it again right after the first time too, but it was great, and then that's when I absolutely loved California Adventure. Um, I love the park in general because I'm an urban planning major, so I like California, like LA. So I just like the theme, the California theme, what remains of it. And I think Tarzan is so beautiful. So it was since then basically became an annual pass holder, and then ever since 2016, I've been going constantly for the past 4 years. Friends for the birthday parties, for my birthday, and then ever since I started the YouTube channel, construction updates and stuff like that. And then, so basically, the YouTube channel is 2018. Um, Hello, Tim. How are you? Thank you for watching. Ask me any questions you like about theme park related. Right now I'm just telling my theme park story. How I became into theme parks and how this channel got started basically. But you're welcome to ask any theme park question or any question in general, and I'll be happy to answer for you. But yes, going back to my story, I was lost my train of thought. Oh, here we go. Yes. I The channel, that's what it is. 2018 is when I officially started the channel. I think it was, like, July 2018, 'cause I always started a YouTube channel, but I mean, I took a couple photography classes, but I never, like, did an actual video or did any editing or anything like that. Um, I liked being in pictures, but I hated taking pictures, um, of other people, because they usually be like, "Oh, let's take a picture," then they'll me to, like, "Let's take 1,000 pictures," and I'm like, "Okay, we get it. Let's go." Um, so I started in 2018 with a little intro video, and my lighting was terrible. I mean, if you go back right now and look at my first video, it's so funny. The lighting is absolutely like I'm orange. I look like Donald Trump. I'm orange. Everything's orange behind me. It was nighttime. I had my this lamp on right here. I had this lamp on like that, and that's what made the orange color. And it was really, really funny. Um, but then I got much, much better, and I got a tripod, huh, and I didn't really take the channel seriously really until 2019 when I started doing consistent scheduled videos, and then I started going to the parks and stuff. So that basically, my 2 year anniversary is coming up, but I really call it my 1 year anniversary because again, I wasn't really taking the channel too seriously. See, do I like knots? It's my point. Oh, funny story about Knott's. Absolutely love the place. I just haven't been there in a while, and it's no one wants to go with me, like, no one. I asked even not Scary Farm. We go to I'm closer to Universal Studios, so Halloween Horror Nights is, like a tradition with my friends that go every single year. But even last year, I was like, "Okay, let's go to Horror Nights, but also let's go to Not Scary Farm," and they wouldn't go. I mean, they said yes, but then it never happened. I'm like, Not Scary Farm's like $45 compared to the 60 or $70 we're paying for Universal every year. So let's try something. Let's go to Knott's. Like, let's go to Scary Farm. I'm excited because I really haven't been to Knott's in over a decade. It's before 2010 was the last time I've been to Knott's. So, um, it was before things like Pony Express, Sierra Sidewinder. The last time I went to Knott's, Perilous Plunge was still there, and I think it was with my camp, um, in summer camp, which is a very long time ago. But I love like all the entertainment Knott's does. I mean, sorry, I haven't seen it for myself, but I hear about it and I see it like on Theme Park Obsession. Dylan from Theme Park Obsession. I watch his videos on Mice Chat on the website. I know all the entertainment, all the shows they do, and it looks fantastic. Like Not Summer Nights looked really fun, and like yeah, last year with Summer Not Summer Nights, I wanted to go. Um, that looked really nice, very afford. I mean, forget for $45 or so online, and I don't know how much a pass is, but I'm sure it's pretty cheap. With the monthly payment option. Even though I think it's $200 for a whole year for the non-monthly payment option if you want to pay straight up. Um, I would screen share and look right now, but I'm out on Zoom and I'm not sure how to screen share if I can even screen share on a YouTube live stream, so I'm not gonna do that. But um, I'm gonna have to convince somebody to go to Nas. Maybe I'll just do like a no, maybe one of my channels is bigger and I have like fans, a lot more fans. Maybe we'll do like a YouTuber or a meetup fan meetup at Knott's just so I can have people go with me and ride the ride, so I don't have to go all alone because that's depressing. Well, it's not depressing, but I I like people around me. Um, let's see, like maybe Tim might want to come over because his wife and I used to go on every Sunday before the week of COVID-19. See, that's nice. I feel like you definitely live close enough to be able to go every single Sunday. Oh well, I go to Disney weekly, and I live not too close. That's not bad. But yeah, like that's I definitely want to try out Nas. What is your favorite ride, Tim? Hold on. Favorite ride and favorite like show or like entertainment thing, like Ghost Town Live, the Boyne's Way Festival. Which one do you like better? And what is your favorite ride? I heard Ghost Rider, the retracking after it's super smooth. I definitely want to try that out. But do you like Hang Time? I know it's yeah, Hang Time's the newest. And are you excited for Knott's Berry Tales? It's another reason I want to go over there because I want to get the construction progress of Knott's Berry Tales. Obviously, it's, it's not open now, but when I want to get the construction progress of that. And last year, I want to get the construction progress of Calico River Rapids, but I didn't get to go down there. But yeah, definitely. What is your favorite ride and your favorite entertainment thing Knott's has? Entertainment activity. And this is not just for Tim, but everyone whoever watches this video, whoever watches this video later, definitely comment your favorite Knott's Berry Farm ride below in entertainment activity. So, they ride a Silver Bullet and Hang Time. Nice, nice. An intimate and a I can't pronounce the Gerstlaumer. I can't pronounce what the manufacturer of Hang Time. But yeah, I haven't. I must say I love Hang Time, even though I haven't been there in a while. I love Hang Time's lighting package. I remember coming back from Disneyland one time, and the five freeway. Yeah, I live in the San Fernando Valley area, so the five freeway has just a lot of construction. They're doing this massive freeway widening project or whatever. So At midnight or after like 11, sometimes a lot of lanes and sometimes the entire freeway is closed. So a lot of the times during when I come back from Disneyland, um, I would take the 90. I go the 5 to the 91 to the 105, the 91 to the 605 to the 105 to the 405 to the 101. And if you're from Southern California, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not from Southern California, you have no idea what I'm talking about. And those are just our freeways. And it sounds like a big mess, but it's actually uh, pretty efficient. Um, but on the 91, especially on the interchange from the 5 to the 91, you go like decently high. So you're able to see Supreme Scream, Silver Bullet, Ghost Rider, the observation tower, and Hang Time. But Hang Time really sticks out because of its lighting package. It's so blue. Blue is my favorite color, but I like how it stands out. It's so blue. You can literally see it again from the 5 and 91 interchange. And people who live in that area or drive that way know what I'm talking about. And I'm sure you can potentially even see it from the 605. 605 might be too far away. 605 91 might be too far away. But you can also on the daytime, you can see, Knott's Berry Farm from the 91 freeway just driving, depending on which direction. I think from the going west, it's a bit easier. But you can see on the east too, and, 20 minutes from Knott's, it's nice. That means that's a it's very close. Yeah, that's definitely that's like me from Universal. I'm about 20 without traffic, sorry, without traffic, I'm about 20 minutes from Universal. With traffic, like, kinda if I take out get off and take the side streets, maybe 30, 40 minutes from Universal. The 101 can be very, very bad at times, especially when you go towards, Universal City, 'cause that's heading towards downtown LA, and it's gonna be very bad at times, so but, yeah, I'm about usually 20 minutes from Universal. With no traffic, I can get to Knott's and Disneyland in about 45 minutes, which is really not that bad, especially for Southern California. But, yeah, 20 minutes from Knott's is definitely great, and Tim, if I ever make it out to Knott's, and I really hope to, especially when they reopen, this closure time has really, told me that I already really didn't take advantage of these theme parks and stuff like that, but this being not being able to go at all, especially anywhere, really makes me, wanna go, instead of just saying I might go to Knott's by myself if I have to, because who knows, when it's gonna open, and when it opens, who knows if it can let's say there's another outbreak and let's say it closes again, you know? Definitely gotta take advantage of what you have because at least Tim and I here, live in Southern California, so let's say someone's watching from Colorado or Montana, they don't have access to these parks as easily as we do. So I definitely feel like since I'm so close, I have to take advantage of all of them. And I've even been to SeaWorld. I went to SeaWorld last summer for the I don't know, for the opening of Title Twister, which was yeah, last summer. Um but even before that, SeaWorld I've been to in like 10 years. But I was able to ride Manta and Electric Eel. It was super fun. So now I definitely have to go back to Knott's and ride all the new coasters and rides that I haven't been able to ride in the past 15 or so years. 2005? No, I think it was probably 2007 or so was the last time I went to Knott's. And yes, Universal, you should definitely come check it out. Sea Life for Pets, should be reopening, I'd say within not on the same day as Universal opens, but because I feel like they don't want to jump right back into things. They want to, they've been close what over a month now. They wouldn't want to open a new ride on the same day. They want to just kind of get back to normal business. So I feel like within a couple of weeks of park opening, Universal or Sea Life Pets will be open. But you should definitely come up and check it out. Um, especially either one day tickets are pretty insane, I must say. Like, I mean, I love all theme parks, but I must say the one-day tickets are pretty insane at 139. Um, but you're a Southern California resident, and or you're a California resident, obviously. So for $5 more, 144, this is what I have. You can get a season pass that lasts you over 175 days for $5 more than a one-day ticket, which is um which is insane. It is cheaper online for Universal if you whether you're a California resident or not, but I still feel like, if you I just feel like it's just too good to pass up. Um, $5 more than the actual one-day ticket, and you can go for 175 days. That's insane. But wow, oh, Backdraft. Wow, so it's been quite a while. That is, woo, that is definitely quite a while. So let's see, that means was Harry Potter there when they had Backdraft? I don't think Harry Potter was even there. Wow, so you definitely have you're like you're Universal to you was like what Knott's is to me. And I guess it kinda makes sense because 'cause I'm closer to Universal. You're closer to Knott's. Plus, we're kinda like opposites in that sense. How, um, so you definitely need to make a trip to Universal, and I definitely need to make a trip to Knott's. And then we can compare, the differences of when we went, the last time and another live stream or like a DM, or even make a collab, like, you have a pop Tim can pop up here on the next live stream or the live stream whatever live stream comes up after the park's open. We can take it he'll take a trip to Universal, I'll take a trip to NOS, and we'll compare what it was like when, we went last and the new time. Let's see, are we forgetting anyone? See, Six Flags, Knott's, Universal, Disney, um, I think that's all the major theme parks. Yeah, it's poor Knott's. I feel so bad. But not scary. I'm also gonna put a poll up here. Not Scary Farm or Halloween Horror Nights. Which one do you guys like better? I can't make a decision because I've never been to Scary Farm, but Horror Nights is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Um, although it's been pretty weak. They have pretty cool set design, but just been pretty weak the past couple of years, unfortunately. But hopefully Horror Nights is better this year. Hopefully we have Horror Nights this year. And hopefully it is better. Construction should be starting up. Universal is continuing their construction with social distancing guidelines, and so Hornets construction will probably be up and running by the time the park reopens in actually yeah May 31st or June 1st. Hornets construction should be definitely be going right and cannot wait to get back to the parks. I'm super excited. I miss construction updates. I miss just walking the parks. I miss going to Universal because again, I live so close, so I just go for like an hour or two, film the update, then go back home, upload it, and I absolutely love it. And let's see, Disney. Yes, Disney is very expensive. I have the SoCal resident ticket that was like one something for 3 days. Um, I had to use that by May 21st, but I don't think they'll be open by then. So I hope it's not like an annual pass per se, but I hope they didn't just I hope they don't have one more like time to go left on that. So I hope they don't just not allow me to do that. I hope they extend that like they're extending the passes at least to the end of summer or something. Because that would suck. I went twice. I just wouldn't have wasted my money because I definitely saved money over one-day tickets 2 times. That's what $400 versus yeah, one-day ticket 2 times is about yeah 400 park hopper because it's $400, 199 a piece, 199 a day versus like the 189 I paid or 169 I paid. So I'd still be saving money if I only went 2 times. For the 2 times if I didn't just go another time, but I still have one more time. So I hope they change it. Um, yes, Berry Tales should be super fun. It's nice that they're bringing the classic back, but it's 100. That's another thing. Knott's the oldest theme park, like, at least in California, if not the world. No, no, it is in California because Cedar Point is 150 years old. But 100 years old, that's crazy. That's centennial. It sucks that Knott's has to be closed for like half the year on its 100th anniversary and 100th birthday. And that's a massive milestone right there. Um, and they have, I love the new passes they have for the new logos on the design for the 100th anniversary and the massive entertainment they have planned. And I hope they have their 2021 expansion. Cedar Point is in a good spot financially, so I'm pretty sure they'll be able to do the 2021 expansion, even if it's delayed a little bit. But yeah, Six Flags is not in so good financially, but Cedar Point should have enough money and financials to do Cedar Fair should have enough money and financials to do the 2021 Knott's Ghost Town expansion, which will be awesome. Um, and yeah, but yeah, Fairy Tales is a good step to that. Um, you must be excited for the rumored expansion. Are you buying? Ghost Town is probably my favorite area in Knott's, from what I remember, because I love the theme. I love the frontier, Wild West type themes. So, super excited for Ghost Town expansion. Ghost Rider is super awesome, and and I like the Ghost Town Alive. I like that LARPing, that live action role playing they got going on there every summer, and how you can literally follow the story. Like if you did all the missions and the storylines, you can literally follow the storyline all day without even um without even riding a ride. And that right there for again $45 online. You can go to a theme park. That's very fun. Ride participate in Ghost Town Alive, follow storyline all day long, and not even ride a ride, and still getting your money's worth. That's insane to me. That is like, impressive entertainment value right there. And something I think all theme parks should be, especially something like Six Flags should be doing. Um, but again, props to Knott's for the immense entertainment and multiple ways to spend. Your money goes a lot farther, I'd say, at Knott's and a lot of other theme parks because of that strong entertainment value. Um, that again, it's not just limited to the Bloomsbury Festival or the holiday stuff. You got to go. We have stuff during the summer, and you have this virtually every season now has something to keep you keep everyone entertained. Um, n- and that's even in the rides department. Not as for such a small. I mean, it's not too small, but when you look at it on Google Maps, it's not the biggest park in the world. It's surrounded by all these neighborhood subdivisions. But when the when you compare the size, they have like I'd say a fair amount of coasters as well as a fair amount of dark rides and water rides. They have a fair amount of stuff too for thrill seekers as well as for little kids, and but also things that aren't just too kiddie, but something like the Mine Train Dark Ride, which is a classic, and the Timber Mountain Long Ride. All that for families, not just the things like for they also have a little kiddie section that some people might find boring, but they also have plenty of rides for everybody. Even rides like some of the coasters, like Pony Express, Sierra Sidewinder, even Coast Rider. Um, I'd say that it's more of a not a kiddie coaster, but a family coaster. It's just literally the same models. I think are technically coaster at Legoland, but yeah. And thank you, Tim. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day on this COVID-19. Stay safe, stay at home, and hope your wife and your family are safe. If your wife or family, if you, your wife, or family, anyone in your family has to work as an essential job, hopefully they stay safe. And Hopefully you stay safe and have a fantastic day. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. It was a nice talking to you. And that was Tim. Everybody definitely go. I don't know if he has a channel, but definitely click, check out his channel if he has one, and I'll check it out right now. Actually, see if he actually has a channel or just a YouTube account, or just a Google account. Let's see, Tim Dupree. It doesn't look like it, so it's okay. But but it was nice talking to Tim, and basically, yeah, that was the thank you. And guys, whoever else was, yes, thank you. I will definitely be safe. I haven't. Oh, luckily I don't have to leave my house, so I will. And my family doesn't either. And luckily because my grandfather, who also lives, I live with my grandfather here, and he's like almost 80 this year, so he's definitely in the high risk category. But luckily, he is being he's safe and is getting paid while being off. But thank you all for joining on this lovely live stream. Thank you for the conversations, Tim. Comment below your favorite rides at Knott's, your favorite rides at any theme park, and also if you'd like to be on the next live stream, I would like to have some guests every single week until the pandemic or stay-at-home restrictions are lifted. So if you want to be on the live stream, comment your channel link below and set comment that you want to, and I'll reach out to you and we'll go ahead and do that. But as always, definitely go check out my latest video on Six Flags getting an RMC Raptor. And I'll be uploading on my other channel, just Ethan Becker is my other channel, and I'll be uploading some City Skyline stuff, so stay tuned for that. I uploaded episode 1 already. I'll be filming episode 2 right after this. So stay tuned for that. And as always, subscribe for more updates and have a fantastic day.